Hi everyone, I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about one of my favorite topics, social media. Creating a professional presence is equally as important as keeping your personal presence selective. In this lecture, we'll review popular professional networking tools, social media risks and advantages, as well as review some tips and tricks for ensuring that future employers and academics find the you that you are actually selling. So these are just a sampling of the different types of social media that students can use to connect with others in the field or personally with friends and family. What I found working with graduate students here at ASU is that students tend to love or hate social media. Namely, they dislike social media because of the information that's personal that can be obtained and used by individuals without permission. So how do you control that information and use it to your benefit? Love it or hate it, here's what you need to know. 93% of recruiting and human resources professionals that were surveyed in 2014 reported that they used social media before hire. For what? To determine if that individual was professional and had a cultural fit. In fact, 55% of recruiters have reconsidered a candidate based on their social media profile, and 61% of those reconsidered because the individual was shown in a negative light. Items that were considered: profanity, spelling and grammar, illegal drug reference, political affiliation, even alcohol and guns can impact an employer's decision to hire you. Additionally, employees have been caught in the lie through social media. 33% of the professionals surveyed back in 2014 reported that they had caught employees lying about using time off or other topics related to social media use. Additionally, unconscious bias is real. Race, income level, family makeup, religion, health conditions, sexual orientation, gender, and age are all things that can impact an individual's decision to hire you. So you may think from the previous slide that I'm discouraging you from using social media, but it's quite the contrary. I'm encouraging you to really take control over the information that's available about you. You have control over how you sell yourself on the internet. So we discussed that there are conscious and unconscious biases that employers may hold. While you can't control every aspect of that, you do have the ability to monitor what you are putting on those sites, as well as creating separate accounts for privacy and changing your privacy settings. A big consideration here also is that if you do have an online presence but it's outdated, that can also have some negative outcomes. So what's the positive then? Why do I want you to have a social media account? Because the connection potential is extraordinary. LinkedIn, 93% of employees actually reported that they used LinkedIn to find out information about new hires. This is a way for you to connect with employees. It's a way to connect with current peers, and you're in control of the content. You can organize your professional image using social media. Also from the 2014 survey, here is data collected about the recruitment tools that are used by various recruiters in different industries across the United States. LinkedIn comes in at number 1 with Facebook second and Twitter third, and these are the platforms that we're going to use in this presentation to evaluate our own social presence. So here you can see some of the pros of using LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really the top professional networking site available for students as well as professionals. It's easy to create and maintain. It is focused and career-centered, so a lot of the other social media accounts also have a private use, whereas LinkedIn is really directly focused on helping you connect with other professionals in your field. Additionally, if you do a Google search for your name, it will be one of the top search results. So it's one of the reasons I really would strongly recommend that everyone have a LinkedIn account, because it provides you with that controlled access to information about you that employers may be searching for, while eliminating the additional personal components that are often associated with the other platforms we'll discuss. It allows you to build a network and will provide connection suggestions based on Facebook friends, as well as agencies that you are employed with or have currently been employed with. There are various articles and videos, additionally, that are linked on LinkedIn to aid in your professional development. Facebook and Twitter are valuable resources for graduate students. Both allow for students to openly connect with professional organizations, schools, mentors. These sites typically encourage frequent updates and even live videos. At my conference in April, I connected with various researchers in the field, and through Twitter, I'm able to stay abreast of current research and topics of interest. An additional benefit of Twitter is the ability to have multiple accounts, enabling you to create a professional presence exclusively used for networking. So while I have the previously mentioned social media accounts, this here is really my baby. I am super passionate about ePortfolios, and I didn't have one until I took this course last fall. And it's really been something that I've nurtured and developed and appreciate and have used consistently over the past year. When I do a Google search, it's actually in the top 5 results, and it's easy to share. But the most important thing for me is that I control the content, it's personalized, I'm able to incorporate multimedia and link to outside resources, things that I'll talk about in future slides, and it's free. You can use the ASU site linked in Blackboard, as well as sites like Wixsite, which will allow you to change the format, the content. I started with a template and then made my own changes as I went, but it's very self-explanatory, and it's easy to create something professional that speaks to the audience that you're trying to reach. So this is a look at the teaching section of my ePortfolio, and I wanted to show you a couple of the things that I incorporated into this ePortfolio that make my ePortfolio a little more interactive. And I'm not going to walk you through the steps of doing this, but if there's enough interest, reach out to me. I'm happy to create a voice thread, or I'm happy to walk you through the process through screenshots, through email. So let me know. But one of the things that I wanted to do was make clickable links in my site. So you can see here I have one of my instructors that I've worked with, and her name is Dr. Kuo, and she is listed here with a clickable link. When a visitor to my site clicks on her name, it'll take that person to her ASU profile site, which discusses the courses that she teaches, as well as gives access to any website she may have listed, as well as her CV. Additionally, I link to the course descriptions available at ASU, which you can see in that second circled box. And at the very bottom, as an undergraduate, I created a bunch of weekly subtitled videos, and I host those in Vimeo. And through my portfolio, if anyone is interested in seeing those videos, they can click on that link and see some of the videos that I created. And so here we just go over to my research section of the ePortfolio to show you a couple other things that I've done. So I worked with the University of Michigan as well as Arizona State on research, and I made it so that if you click on the image boxes, it will take you to that lab or that department website. Additionally, you can upload PDFs of any types of certifications you may have, and you don't have to upload the entire form to your site as a big bulky picture. You can upload it as a PDF, and when an individual will click on that box, it'll open in a new tab for them, showing them the certifications that you may have. So just a few other tips and tricks before I end this lecture about social media to help you create that presence that really identifies you as a professional. One thing that you can do from your LinkedIn, I shared a screenshot here that shows you how you can personalize your URL. So if you click on that link, you'll have the opportunity to change your URL. For instance, when I click on it, my URL has www.linkedin and then / Tiffany Hobson. So when someone searches for Tiffany Hobson, it's going to be one of the top search results. It's just an additional way to ensure that professionals are gaining the information you want them to have. So some of the other suggestions I'm going to make here, they're completely optional, but they're fun and they're inexpensive, and so I wanted to mention them. One of the things that I did was I bought a domain. So that is why my website is www.tiffanyhobson.com versus, wixsite.com/ ASU TIFF, whatever it originally was. For $1 a month through Google, I am able to purchase that website name, which, because that's easier to share with individuals, it's easier to link in an email. It's a professional way to sell yourself. I decided it was worth it for me. It's not important to you. If it's not important to you, it's certainly not required, but it's an option. Additionally, you can create a QR code for your website. So you can see right here in my business card that I took to my conference that I've included a QR code. So anyone with a cell phone can scan that code and be taken directly to my ePortfolio. That's completely free. So that's something that you could incorporate into various other social media platforms, as well as any kind of promotional material that you might be sharing with future professionals or academics. One of the other things that you really want to do is link all of your professional accounts. So you can see here in this picture that I shared that my ePortfolio is actually shared on my LinkedIn account. Make it so that not only can people find out information about you personally, but they can connect with you. So link all of those accounts together. If you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to walk you through any of these little extra bits that you can do to increase your social media presence. I am extremely passionate about it. I love it. I'm not at all afraid of losing my identity on social media. I'm not concerned about people searching for me because I am working really diligently to make sure that the image that I want projected is what is out there. Not that I have anything super, any skeletons in my closet, but I think you understand what I'm saying here. So feel free to reach out to me. I wish you all the best in your professional development and in selling yourself to future employers. So just a few other tips